Johnny Depp is the voice of Victor, the groom.
I am terribly sorry about what's happened to you, and I'd like to help, but I really need to get home.
Bottled something magical, you know? And I plan on drinking it.
Edward Scissorhands, Burton chose Johnny Depp, who's now shooting Disney's sequel to Pirates of the Caribbean in the Bahamas. We asked him to send along his thoughts.
We connected on a number of levels, you know. There was a kind of the beginning of that sort of interesting shorthand that exists between Tim and I.
He's just somebody that likes to transform, and he's more like an old-fashioned, like Boris Karloff or Lon Chaney style actor than he is like a leading man. And so I enjoy that, people like that. You know, they're always surprising. In fact, with those kind of people, you have to fight them to not cover themselves up too completely, because you know their instinct is to become something completely different.
You're really weird.
Depp and Burton have gone on to make many movies together, including Ed Wood.
All right, everybody, let's get set up for scene 112.
Burton's loving tribute to the man considered by many Hollywood insiders to be the worst director of all time.
He deserves to be loved. Ed Wood, there's a kind of purity to Ed Wood that I would say is in terms of intent, is not dissimilar from Tim.
I definitely identified with him. I mean, I grew up seeing his movies and seeing how special they were. And, you know, just being in the industry, you know that there's a real fine line between what can be a failure and a success and what makes an artist or not.
Ed Wood may or may not have been a cinematic genius, but he was a character. His movie, Plan 9 from Outer Space, featured a very old Bela Lugosi who died while it was being made. Wood got his dentist to fill in.
The reason he wanted to make Ed Wood, and Ed Wood made the worst films ever made, was because Ed Wood had so much fun making those films and threw himself into them with such abandon. And that's where Ed Wood and Tim Burton connect. Tim Burton makes films that are a lot better, but he doesn't make them with any more love.
Tim Burton's real life these days seems almost, dare we say it, normal. He lives in England with actress Helena Bonham Carter and their young son, Billy. The two often work together. She played a witch in Big Fish, Charlie Bucket's mother in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and she's the voice of the Corpse Bride.
It's quite nice. She knows what it's all about, and so there's no ego, no problem whatsoever. So it's actually pretty easy.
And your life now, you could argue, has sort of a fairy tale aspect to it.
You mean happily ever after?
You're happy, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to turn into a frog and jump off stage now.
Tonight, he may find himself jumping onto a stage at the Oscars.
Well, because he's overdue. Because he deserves it.
You gonna go?
Yeah, if I can. I'm having my white leisure suit cleaned at the moment. If the stains come through, I'll be okay, yeah.